Mamuka say a very good morning to you viewers and welcome to Morning News. This program is brought to you courtesy of TechMac TV. My name is Nameless and joining me this beautiful morning is
Nicole Madziwa. Thank you once more viewers for watching. Now for the headlines in our local papers. From the Daily News, government introduces new notes and coins.
Relief as Zim expects rains.
Moving on to the Newsday, nameless currency in 2 weeks.
And moving on to the Herald, prize madness, social contract proposed.
Still on the Herald, new 5 notes, 2 notes to stop cash balance.
City water supply situation, gloomy.
Those were the news headlines in our local papers, and now for the news in detail.
So from the Daily News, we have the story which reads, government introduces new notes and coins as fuel price hikes bring more misery. And the story reads, there is no respite for long-suffering Zimbabweans after the government once again hiked the prices of petrol and diesel yesterday. The second surge increased this month alone, piling more pressure on skint customers and businesses, the Daily News reports.
Things are not getting any easy, and it's really difficult to be in Zimbabwe.
We all know that when the diesel and the petrol price hikes, then we also know
everything
goes up, from the public transport to basic commodities.
Okay, so still on the Daily News, relief as Zim expects rains. And the story there reads, the Meteorological Services Department says Manicaland and the country's southern region, including Bulawayo, should expect some rains today, although many other areas that have been reeling from the scorching heat will remain dry. This comes as the current heat wave has ravaged both wildlife and domestic animals across the country, with the Matabeleland provinces recording the highest number of livestock and wildlife deaths. So Bulawayo is going to be expecting rains today and also some parts in Matabeleland.
Well, and please, like we say, remember to stay hydrated and carry an umbrella, and please apply some sunscreen during this very hot season. And moving on to the Newsday, nameless currency in 2 weeks. This is just like a different version from what we read from the Daily News, and the story from the Newsday reads, the central bank yesterday said it would introduce new currency notes and coins in the next 2 weeks as it moves to restore the domestic currency, which fell victim to hyperinflation as was dumped in 2009. The new economy, comprising of $5 notes and $2 coins, will be introduced gradually to ease shortages of the bond note while ensuring that it does not drive up inflation, Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe Governor John Mangunjika said. It will circulate alongside the bond notes and coins introduced in 2016. Target of the US dollar, which the country was then mainly using. So just in case you thought they were getting rid of the bond notes, they're saying that the new nameless currency will be running also with the bond notes. You can just use both of the currencies.
Still on the Newsday, Cabinet admits 2% tax fueling price hikes. Cabinet has admitted that the 2% intermediated electronic transaction tax introduced by Finance Minister Mthuli in October last year is fueling price hikes as businesses pass on the cost to customers. Addressing a post-cabinet media briefing yesterday, Information Minister Monica Mchango said government was worried about the price hikes that have impoverished the citizens, and I quote, cabinet discussed in considerable detail the urgent need to take steps to address the price hikes that are affecting citizens through the erosions of incomes, close quote, she said.
Well, if they've found that out, we don't know what it is that they're going to do about the 2% tax, which was introduced by Mthuli last year, which so many people have been complaining about, both the ordinary Zimbabwean and even other big and small businesses. Moving on to the Herald, prize madness, social contract proposed. And the story reads, there's need for a reduction in the cost of digital transaction and to come up with a social contract to address relentless price increases, Cabinet has said. Addressing the 38th Cabinet meeting decision matrix information publicity and broadcasting services, Minister Monica Muchanga said productivity should be increased in all sectors of the economy, and I quote. Cabinet also took cognizance of the urgent need to reduce the cost of digital transactions, as well as come up with a social contract under the tripartite negotiating forum TNF, which brings together government, businesses and labor in order to agree on mechanisms to ensure a stable macroeconomic environment taking into account salaries and prices of goods and services, she said.
Still on the Herald, city water supply situation gloomy. And the story reads, dry suburbs in Harare and Chitungwiza will stay like that for months, with Harare City Council reserving the emergency 37.4 million from government for supplying an inner ring of favored consumers and abandoning vast swaths of the two cities. And even the favored few will receive intermittent supplies until the next rains, Harare Mayor Councillor Herbert Gomba said yesterday. Harare effectively abandoned its northeastern suburbs almost a decade ago, with intermittent supplies pumped to northern and eastern suburbs largely weekly for a few hours until anything between 3 months and a year ago, when flows ceased. Which side of Samora do you stay? Do you get water?
I don't know if it's the east or the west. I know I get water.
Okay, that's a good thing.
I don't know if it's the east or